Jim, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why is it that so many people on the hit video game Overwatch have no fucking chill? No chill with these fucking people.
Are you trying to tell me you're back down to earth
Fuck.
and gold?
Oh yeah, definitely in goal. See, this was supposed to be the episode like Jim had last month, where we celebrated the fact that he reached platinum status in Overwatch, and it was a big achievement. This was supposed to be my moment because I did get platinum last week,
Yeah,
and I've been riding it high.
let's not get it twisted. Dale Tromads did reach platinum. Stayed there for a while. Got way above platinum.
I was up there.
We're not gonna say like halfway to diamond, between diamond and platinum and diamond, but was way into platinum.
I got to a point where I was like, I gave myself a nice little cushion here. I can go on a losing streak and survive it, but I can't survive like three losing streaks. You can't do that.
You never can. But you
So
know
I
what's
went back down.
the next good feeling will be, can I get back? And when you get back, that's when you really feel secure. I thought, I'm going to feel secure as soon as I reach plat. And then I did, and then I lost it. And then I was like, I'm never going to get back. And then I got back, and I'm like, okay, I know I can. If I really cinch it up and hunker down, I can get back there whenever I want. But yeah, congratulations to Dale. He finally did get platinum.
It was awesome. I didn't even know I was close, because Diablo, Jim here, he's always looking at his score and his rank. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm this far from that. And he asked me, he's like, where you at these days? And I haven't looked, so I assumed it was shit. And I was like 50 points away from fucking plat. That's like 2-3 wins. And I was like, oh shit.
And we were on a hot streak.
We had one night, we played 7-8 games, and we won every single one.
We won.
That's what helped that pad those stats for me too.
So I got back to plat, lost it again. And then we were on such a hot streak to get you to plat. I got to plat again.
Backdoor plat.
Yeah, backdoor platted it. I was like, oh shit. And then we won some more, and I got even higher. And then we lost, and then we lost. See, what happens is you get to platinum, and then when you start playing matches where you're grouped up with mostly platinum players, you got a lot of people that are platinum but under 2,500, and you can hear it in their voice. Like, if I lose this one, I'm going back to gold. You could just tell by the way they act. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's that desperation.
And then in platinum, you get a lot of these people that are like, well, I should be grandmaster. I should be top 500. But I'm down here in plat because, I just get matched with bad players. So they're always... And did I not call it? I told you, when you play a bunch of games in plat, there will always be a guy in the team that's like... And it's always a guy. Let's say you pick healer A. Healer A, do you play healer B? Tank A, can you play tank C? Like whatever role you're playing, whichever character it is.
It's not what they want.
It's not what they want. It's not good enough.
And they're gonna let you know. And the first time anybody dies or takes damage, it's your fault.
Yeah. Or like, I guess I'll switch. Mm-hmm. And they put the burden on them, and then they still play like crap. Or they wait till the end to be like, we should have done this. Too late now.
Yeah, I had a game kind of earlier like that, and they were like, "Can you play Ryan instead?" And I was like, "You know what? Sure, why not? I don't give a fuck." And I played Ryan. We did well. I hate when they come in with the suggestions at the end. Suggest it now. Tell me how you feel. I might listen to you. It's a team game. But this last game was fucking nuts. This last game. So gold heals. I'm Luch. Boom, gold heals. We're getting kind of steamrolled though, so I'm like, I gotta go to the closer. So I go to Junkrat. Boom, gold limbs. Let's go. And they start going to town on me. Like, what are you doing? And switch and avoid tromads and report tromads. He's troll. I was like, I got all these we're winning now. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then they're like, fucking switch. You're feeding the Zarya, because that is a thing that happens with Junkrat, because his grenades take a while to approach, and she bubbles up and becomes stronger. But I kept killing her.
Yeah, then you focus.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Zarya: when she's powered up, she can only hurt you if she's alive.
Yeah, then she resets her power. So the way this character works, for most of the people that are listening, she has these energy shields that block damage, but they also charge up her gun, and it can go all the way up to 100%. And she does. I don't remember the the math, but she does way more damage as she's powered up. But
you know
once
what
you
I
die, it resets to 0. So yeah, she's getting a lot of energy. But then you just kill her. You just focus her and kill her, and then it's not a problem anymore.
But you know what I did? Because I'm such a fucking people pleaser.
Switch to Anna.
I switched. No, I went to May. You know, I said because I'm like we need the DPS. I do like May, and I'm freezing the shit out of people. I'm getting the fucking squad wipes with the ultimate because the ultimate's awesome, and you just throw it on the fucking payload. It's pretty easy on those maps. And they're still just fucking tearing me apart. And I was like, at that point, I was just laughing because I was like, I don't know what's going on, but it ain't me. It ain't me. Because
Now,
for a second, I thought maybe, oh shit, maybe it is me. Because I was charging her up, but we were killing her. So shut your mouths. But at a certain point, it's like, okay, I think they're all just either trolling or are retarded.
yeah, you start to feel bad when it's two people that aren't grouped up together that are both like, oh, Diablo, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, getting all these gold medals. Now, sometimes the gold medals, we talked about this.
Sure.
When we had a tank on our team the other day, and he had
Show muscles.
He had one. It was like one a limb was gold. He's like, I got gold limbs. Like, yeah, we all do. We're all tied at 1. That's not good. You don't brag about that. But you remember the match we played recently where they just went full tilt, and we just went 4 DPS and steamrolled them. We actually won the match. I'm like, I'm playing Farah. Goodbye.
Yeah, what happened there is like we got crushed in the first round, and we all decided, like we all flipped on the fucking
Fuck
switch.
it. Yep.
And we went to the people that we like, and we just played to our strengths individually, tried to do it together as a team, and we just destroyed them. It wasn't like, hey, can you play this character you're not familiar with? It's like, no, you do you, because I'm about to do me, and then we're gonna fuck these guys right in the mouth. And yeah, like I want to do that more. Like tonight, I think I'm gonna play all DPS all night.
Do it.
I don't give a fuck. I was having so much fun as May while they're yelling at me, and I wasn't even using the wall that much, so there wasn't nothing to yell at me like, ooh, the wall. No, fuck off. So I'm gonna get real chill and tranquilo tonight. I can't wait.
For people that don't play, here's what you have to understand. Platinum sounds pretty high. You know, like you start at bronze and then you go to silver and then gold and then platinum, but then it goes from platinum to diamond and diamond to master to grandmaster. Like platinum's like probably a third of the way up the skill ladder, right? But these people pretend like it's a professional match on ESPN, and they're like, no, you can't go this because our comp is this. It's like, just play, make sure we got enough healers and enough tanks and enough DPS to balance things out, and just play who you play. And if you're good, just do your job and we'll just beat them. Like, you're at a low level. It's like, oh, I wouldn't throw the fastball there. Like, yeah, you're pitching to little kids. Just throw the fastball there, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like, I wouldn't throw an 80-mile-an-hour fastball. I'm like, I would to a 12-year-old, you know? That's what you got to adjust your expectations. Just have fun. You know how many times we've been in platinum climbing on a streak, and we're just like, yeah, whatever. Me and you and Justin, we'll just, yeah, you play DPS this time and I'll tank and you heal. And then it's just fine and we win. You don't win, though, when you get the micromanager who's like, nope, our team comp's not going to work.
Honestly, I think we lose a lot because you decide, I'm gonna fill. And you always get a fucking role in a situation. It's like, well, now you get shit duty.
Yep.
And somebody else has to play DPS, which is, the offense, the guns, big gun boys. And it's like, we don't need Diablo on the shield duty. We need Diablo on gun duty or something else. And yeah, it's just like, hey, Brett Favre, we're gonna put you on the bench. Hey, we're gonna put you in the third quarter. Is that cool? It's like, no, can he just start? Can he start the game?
Playing main tank, the higher we climb up, is more and more frustrating because I don't know, like when you're at a lower level, it's sort of like you can play main tank and DPS as the tank, because like people are just that dog shit. But as you get a little bit better, people don't realize the main tank's job is to give space to the DPS to do work. Like, okay, my shield's up. Let's go around this corner, and then kill people need to kill things. I can't kill things. I'm helping you get around the corner. I put my shield here so you can push up there. And the higher we climb up, it just seems People are like, "Oh, well, what's the tank doing?" I'm giving you room to work. Go work. Now you got to do your part where you do the work.
It's funny now because you seem less trusting, and you'll play Reinhardt, who's a big German man with a big old shield, and I'll just see Reinhardt, this big German man with a big old shield, and I'll see him just flick and turn around real quick. I see this big shield turn because this motherfucker Jim is looking to see who's behind him because he's like, I gotta see if there's somebody behind
And
me
I
on
know
my
there
team.
isn't.
I need to know how many people are behind me. Please be a few. So whenever I see the flick of that shield turn because you're looking behind us, it makes me laugh every time.
Everybody, if you start playing Overwatch and you're new, follow your goddamn Reinhardt into battle. That's all. Just do that. If you just do that one thing, you'll win like twice the amount of matches you normally would. Just follow your Reinhardt, even if he's doing stupid shit. Okay, healers, everybody, let's go. Follow him in there.
Yeah, I had to do that earlier, and then we'll move on. But we had a Ryan. He just kind of kept going in. He wasn't charging in, but he was just walking in with a shield up. And I said it because he wasn't talking. I was like, guys, we just got to follow him. It is what it is. You know, he's gonna go in. It's our best bet. Get behind the shields. Let's do what we can, and it worked. I really wish he was on the mic on the headset talking, but it worked. So yeah, follow your fucking tanks.
Your goddamn tanks into battle.
Speaking of video games, it's E3 2019. Video games.
Skyrim 9.
Skyrim, Elder Skyrim 6. Oblivioso was announced.
Harry Potter version? It's not Oblivioso. It's Oblivioso.
It's Oblivioso. Every year, people hope for that. They're like, this, we're going to get Elder Scrolls 6. We're going to get, the game after Skyrim. And every year, no.
It's only been 8 years. Doesn't feel like it.
Skyrim still, it feels longer. But Skyrim still plays, man. They update it. There's a lot of content. The fucking mods are out of this world with that shit. I was playing the Macho Man Dragon one last week. Oh, shit. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Elder Scrolls, it's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna happen. Probably when they get like a new
Half-Life,
like PlayStation 5 or X, whatever the next gen. Once that shit happens, that's probably when we'll see it.
Have they said anything at E3 about them not doing that? Because I've been hearing a lot on the internet that these companies are like, yeah, the console thing, we might be coming up. This next generation might be the last generation we fuck with consoles, and we might just.
I don't know.
Go PC based.
I thought I read something about there's at least, like you said, at least one more because I think it's in the works. So there's that. But yeah, Bethesda did say it's like we're working on a lot of stuff. This and Fallout 76. We still got it, and we're working on Elder Scrolls 6, and of course, huge pop. They're like, oh, he said it. So eventually, but there were some announcements. Some trailers for some games that look cool. And the biggest one for me was Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh shit, yeah. One of our buddies, John, who also listens to the show occasionally, he was a huge Baldur's Gate fanatic.
Well, he's not listening after the first 15 minutes of Overwatch.
Nah, he would. He'll stick around for video game talk.
I'll put it in the comments so he stays.
Let's not talk about wrestling.
Well, we'll see.
Not this couple minutes here.
Okay. But yeah, this is the third installment of this amazing D&D franchise, Dungeons and Dragons. And the trailer released, it was just like a cinematic, just an announcement trailer, really. But it looks fucking awesome. And it's from Larian, the makers of Divinity Original Sin 2, which is one of the better versions of this type of game of all time. This fucking Divinity Original Sin 2. Like, they fucking nailed it. Now they have the D&D license to work with.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, shit. So it's very appropriate to be excited for this game, for Baldur's Gate 3. And you know what? I'm going to call my shot now. This wins Game of the Year 2020.
Ooh.
Or whatever year it comes out.
Put it in the books.
I'm super hyped for it. Yeah, and it's one of those things like with Halloween 2018. You should have that hype. All signs point to this is going to be great. So, Baldur's Gate fucking 3.
Hey, I'm not into that shit, but I was excited because I know my buddy John is.
Yeah.
I just want to say before we get too far, I don't know where this is going. I want to thank everybody who came out this past weekend to 18th Street Brewery in Gary and to Hailstorm at Tinley Park to see Dad Bod. We played some great shows. You guys kicked ass. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for having us out there. If you missed us Friday at 18th Street Brewery in Gary, July 20th, we'll be back at 18th Street Brewery in Hammond. So just keep that in mind, and I'll update you as we get closer.
What, do they change locations?
They have 2 locations because they're
Holy
big time.
Shit. They big time over there.
Big time over there.
They're like, hey, we have an 18th Street over here. We should probably have a venue there.
Just want to thank everybody for coming out.
Sweet.
Great,
yeah, you were really
time.
excited about those shows.
I
didn't go to the Gary one because it was in Gary. It turns out that might have been the show to fucking check out.
It may have been.
Fuck.
I love Hailstorm, but it's weird in there. It's big. It's a big open warehouse, and if you're in the back, it's easy to sort of get away from the music and just be doing your own thing. So you feel like background noise sometimes.
Yeah. But
towards the end of the night, I would say the last third of the night, people started scooting their tables up and moving up, and that was fun. We had a good time overall. And there was a birthday party there. Happy birthday, Tom. And those people treated us really well. They gave us some of their birthday cake. It was good. It was a good show. We had a great weekend. We're going to be adding some more shows. Good vibes.
Yeah. When's the next 350 Brewing show?
Don't know for sure yet. But when I get more details, I'll let you know. So far, the next official show on the calendar is July 20th at 18th Street Brewery in Hammond. Mm-hmm. That's a nice place, too. It's cool.
Sweet. So, yeah, it was a good show. I was there. I had a good time. I found some beers that I liked this time around at Hailstorm, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, good.
Because that's a struggle sometimes at these places.
Yeah. You never know what their style is going to be or what they have at that moment.
Yep.
I liked all the beer I had. It was delicious.
Delicious beers.
Delicious. And we play these breweries, and I get home, and it's still not tomorrow yet. It's just amazing. I'm used to getting home at 6 o'clock in the morning from Blackened shows.
Yeah.
It's rough. These are fun. Thanks for coming out, guys.
So what do I got here? I still got E3 stuff.
Yeah,
they had a fucking trailer.
I didn't know what you're doing. I just wanted to get it in there.
Yeah, you really
before I forgot to thank I wanted to thank everyone for coming out.
Half-Life trailer.
Half-Life 3.
For Half-Life 3. Starring George Clooney is doing the voice acting, which is weird. Gordon Freeman. It's got a voice. And it's just grunts though. It's just George Clooney's grunts. They had a trailer for. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna have you guess. Well, there's a fun way to go about this. I think horror games, horror franchise, horror film franchises. We're always going on about Halloween. We got Child's Play coming out later this month. There's a game coming out for a horror franchise.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's not
console
one of the
PC?
it's not one of the top. Probably all of them. It's not a top tier horror franchise. It's not your Nightmare. It's not your Friday.
Can I have more questions. I'll try and guess. The first movie it's a franchise that's had multiple sequels.
There's at least one sequel. I know that.
There's at least one sequel. Did the first movie come out in the 1970s?
No.
The
first movie came out in 1999.
Final Destination?
That is such a great guess, but no.
Oh, Jeepers Creepers?
That is also a really good guess. I'd play the fuck out of a Jeepers Creepers game, but no.
The first one came out in 1999.
1999.
Saw's
was
not
huge.
that old, and we know that you
it-
said at least one. We know there's like 19 Saw movies.
Yeah, I would have told you. Like, yeah, there's 100.
It was huge, you say?
It took the world by
Oh,
storm.
wait a minute. Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project game coming out.
Yeah, it took the world by
Yeah.
storm. 1999, freshman year, driver's ed summer. I remember that.
I'm glad
Everyone
you
talking about it. Friday at driver's ed, we going to see Blair Witch. Go see Blair Witch. And then Monday, dude, that shit was scary. I remember that.
Is it real? I don't know. Can you afford to pay?
I don't know.
Now, supposedly Sam Raimi is involved producing some of the stuff.
Why?
And it does. I don't fucking know. He's because no one's hiring him for movies.
Okay, I was going to say, he didn't have anything to do with the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I hate that shit. But it kind of looks like the Outlast games, if you've ever played those, which they're first-person horror. You're very dependent on your camcorder, specifically like the light on it. So you have to conserve battery and find battery because it's like your fucking flashlight. And yeah, so it's like this major part of the gameplay. So, and it kind of looks like that, which makes sense. It's Blair Witch. They were fucking making a little movie and stuff. So that all tracks. But yeah, a Blair Witch game.
Do you also have a 16 millimeter camera and you have to develop the film before you get to see it?
Yeah, that's the last level.
That's
You
not
should
a
do
bad
that.
idea. You know what? I feel bad though. Didn't some shit happen with the Friday the 13th game because of the licensing? Because of the screenwriter like winning that lawsuit or something?
I think that was just like no new content or something.
Right, but I
Like it all got halted.
yeah, so like it'll never advance past where it ended up, which is a bummer.
Yeah, I think that's.
I hope
probably
this
the
doesn't
case.
get mired in lawsuits.
Yeah.
Hey, I came up with these original characters of Beth and Steve and Josh. I don't remember their names.
Oh God, yeah, Josh, Josh.
I just made it up. I don't know.
That is Bob. Yeah, all that shit. Fuck.
Maybe we'll finally find out what that last shot is all about. Is it a kid in the corner looking back at you? Is someone hanging by a noose? Nobody fucking knows. Get out of here. It's scary.
Yeah, scary trees and sticks. You're gonna see sticks. You're gonna go, oh, fuck, it's a stick. It'll be fun. It's gonna be one of those type of games, and I like that.
You know what? They sold
I
the shit
like
out of that. That especially the lead actor. I don't remember her name. She sold the shit out of that. Out of
Yeah,
fucking
until they
sticks,
were on
look-
like Jay Leno. Then it's like, oh, this is
no.
kid
I
thing.
mean, as a performance in the movie.
Oh,
I don't mean like the fact that it's
Marketing.
real. Yeah, but I mean like, okay, now here's what you're feeling. There's a stick.
she's like,
And then by the end, she's crying and snotting all over the camera and shit. And you're like, man, she's like, that movie does not work at all if they don't sell the shit out of it. Like nothing happens.
yeah.
You got to sell that shit, and they did.
Yeah. So I don't know the date on that one. Maybe this year around Halloween time. Maybe next year. I don't know.
That could be
But-
scary as fuck. Just running around in the woods at night in a game.
Yeah.
that would
yeah.
be scary as shit. I'm scared
a
thinking about it right now.
There's an Evil Dead looking cabin in there, and then of course the Sam Raimi thing pops up, and I'm like, all right, what are we doing?
As long as somebody doesn't get to play as the witch and then go, yeah, that's actually I'd have picked this character because she has +2 to her agility.
You
That's
should
what
never
ruins-
fade off the second floor because you can just jump out the window.
That's always that was the biggest bummer with Friday the 13th. I was into it that first night I played. God, man, that was super cool. And as I played more and more, people are just like cheesing the game.
Yep.
Like, I'm right behind. I'm actually going to go here. There's no way you can beat me to the car. I was like, come on.
You're
Yeah.
just wasting both our time.
Thanks, Jason. That's super scary, bud.
I remember that guy too. He sounded just like that.
Do you remember when John got on the mic and you thought I was doing a voice?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
I
That's
was
what's
like,
up.
I was like, he's into it. I don't know what's going
He
on.
just started saying shit as if he wasn't Jason. No, he's over there. He's right behind you. And like I was Jason though. And the guy like fell for all the shit. Here he comes. I got the keys. They're right on the ground. They're right here. That shit was so funny. We used to play on Xbox Live, the first Xbox Live. and they had like the voice chat thing was like a separate thing you plugged into the controller. And we used to joke around that like the mic just couldn't pick up his voice. Because we'd be like, man, nobody called that shit out. And you just hear, I said he's right behind you. Like, we didn't hear you the first time. The black hole of your voice like swallowed the mic. I don't know what happened.
Oh man. So good for them. Good
Yeah.
for Blair Witch. I like it.
There's
need more
more
of that
games,
in my
I'm
life. Really just one more, but now I'm on this horror thing because of course I am, and I'm sure we've discussed it, but I can't remember. Horror franchise movies, game, like what would play? You know, like Blair Witch makes sense. You're in the woods, your camera, Outlast mechanics, that works.
Anything
Friday the 13th.
like Friday the 13th, and like you could use that with other franchises, that sort of format. You could use you could do a Halloween like that. You could do a, you know, like you just pick like a few square blocks of Haddonfield, you know, and houses.
Yeah, you know what I wouldn't mind, and this could work for Friday, but specifically Halloween. You ever play any of the Hitman games?
I never owned any, but I've played little bits and pieces of them.
Where there's really like 10 levels in the game, but it's all about how you play that level, you know, your style of play and mastering it and finding all the ins and outs and just having a good old time. Easter eggs left and right and all that kind of shit. I think that'd be the way to do a Halloween. Where it's like, all right, this is, you know, the Strode house. This is, you know, this location, that location, and
where it's like a mission for Michael.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Like that's how I would go about it.
That would be a good one. I would say like a story driven. I'm not a big single player guy, but I think like a story driven single player game, you can make a cool Hellraiser game.
That would be cool.
You don't got to give me RPG elements. Everything's got to have RPG elements now.
Yeah,
just make it like a linear.
If there's not a skill tree, I'm not playing.
Exactly. It. Don't give me the skill tree. I don't need free roaming around. Make it sort of linear, story driven. You know, like Resident Evil 2. You know, like there's no. You can't just go anywhere in the entire city in that. Give me something like that. Put Hellraiser setting. Because that scared the shit out of me too.
That would play.
Or like, give me like a supernatural game. Or even
the DLC, the DLC that they would sell.
Oh god, so much too.
Holy shit!
This one's shirtless Sam from season 6 when he's doing pull-ups. I'd buy that shit. I mean, so much DLC, and you have so much to pull from. You know, like monster-wise.
Oh, yeah.
That would be more of a... You could do like an online game like that where you're hunting together. Like sort of like a...
like GTA, but like all your missions are
yeah, that'd be awesome. Come on. It doesn't even have to be licensed. Just call it like Hunters or something. And just, you know? God, that'd be so cool.
Yeah. Why would? Yeah, they fucking missed. Did they ever make anything game-wise for that property?
I don't think so. I think there is like a
a mobile game,
like an indie pen and paper game or something for it, like officially licensed, but like sort of started as a fan thing, maybe. There may be some video gamers, like there's a 24 video game that sucked. Like there might be a video game out there somewhere.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't like reskin Bejeweled and sell it on the fucking cell phones.
Bejeweled? Oh, I played the shit out of Bejeweled.
And my last little E3 2019, Cyberpunk 2077. That's the year. That's when things get all cyberpunk.
Close enough.
This is a CD Projekt. They made The Witcher 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they know what they're doing. People are excited about this game. People have been excited about this game for a fucking while. This one comes out April 16, 2020. And they had a new official trailer this time instead of a teaser. Got to see some of the things we'll be playing with, some of these characters. And it ended strong. It ended really strong. Because you're in the POV of your protagonist here, and he kind of gets fucked up at the end. And this guy helps him up, and he's just like, "Get up, motherfucker! We gotta go burn this city down." And the guy helps him up, and he pulls him up, and you see that the man who has helped you is fucking Keanu Reeves. It's Keanu Reeves' voice. They modeled it. It looks like Keanu. It's fucking Keanu Reeves in this Cyberpunk 2077 game, and so they do that at the E3, big pop, of course, and then he comes out. And it's just like, yeah, I've been working on this. I'm really excited about it. It's fucking breathtaking. And a guy in the crowd's like, "You're breathtaking." He's like, "No, you're breathtaking. You're all breath." And then they all fucked on stage because Keanu Reeves, has that magic.
How could you not?
Has that magic to him. So Cyberpunk 2077 was already going to be a pretty good game. Like there wasn't going to be doubt. But now, it's that next level. It's that Neo level. Woo!
That hype train's moving now. Chugga chugga
good
chew
work.
chew. Well, that's interesting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
No Half-Life 3. Is that
No Half-Life 3.
When are they going to? Here's what I want to know now. Is sort of like the anti-announcement. When are they going to announce definitively, like, it's never coming out, it's not a thing?
Why would they ever do that?
I don't know, because they never announced that it is.
Yeah, you never know. I wouldn't fucking do that if I was.
I'm not saying I'm recommending it. I'm not saying I recommend it or I want them to, but
never then is my answer.
I'm just feeling like, when do you feel like that's coming? How many years away from the initial talk can you be before you just go like, yeah, it's just not coming out? We don't, spoilers, we don't make games anymore. We sell hats.
I think if there was going to be that point of it's not going to happen, we would have hit it already. But there's still always that, and it's become kind of a joke, but there's still, people are never going to give up hope for Half-Life 3. Because, a couple of years ago, there was that fucking developer with them who like got fired, this or whatever, and he was really frustrated. He said, "We've been writing it and stuff, and here's like the bullet points of our script," and that got posted, and that seemed to be pretty legit at the time. I remember that nobody really refuted it, and so you got to see, at least at that time, what Half-Life 3 was going to be. Yeah.
This is what I don't understand. What are you waiting for? Because it always seemed like Half-Life and id had Doom and Quake, and you would wait for these companies to release something because they're making their own engine from scratch usually. Like the Source engine, the original Half-Life engine was licensed off of the Quake engine, but became its own thing. Carmack always over there at id making new engines and changing the game. And I feel like id has done that a couple times recently. Like no one's ever seen a goddamn game like this, and they still didn't do that well because nobody cares anymore. It's like we've reached a threshold of like, the shit all looks pretty good now. There's not like some shit where you're just like, oh my god, I can't handle how real it looks. Like everybody's games look pretty good lately.
Well, I think it would have to have some sort of mechanic that really changes the game, like fucking Portal.
Yeah,
like there wasn't really anything like Portal when that shit came out. So it's gonna need to have something like, because they have the gravity gun.
Yeah, and Half-Life 2. Yeah, like a physics thing.
Yeah, like they're gonna need a couple, sliders, some fastballs. Oof, they need to throw that heat. I don't think they have them. They might have the story.
Maybe they got that fucking Chet Roxon. What's Gary Busey's name in Rookie of the Year?
Oh my Christ!
Maybe they got that arm going, and they're like, "Shit, we ain't got a fastball left in here. You got a pitch from your have to, and they ain't got no have to left." Was Chet something? Chet Stedman. Chet.
I can't believe this is happening. This is
you. Come on, you
did it! It's Chet Stedman, you fucking
Stedman.
monster. Chet Rocket Stedman, you animal.
Come on,
how
Rocket.
The fuck is wrong?
Come
with
on,
you?
kid, you got a pitch from your have to. And he's out there, and it's slow motion, but they still have him doing the voiceover when he's throwing, and it's like hurting his arm. You remember every goddamn thing I'm saying now. That's why you're laughing.
Not only that, but during my little Google search here, there's 3 videos, and the first one is super cut. It's super cut compilation. Chet Stedman grunts.
I told you. But what I meant was like the whole point was maybe Half-Life 3, maybe Valve doesn't have any more Have To left, and they don't got one of these game-changing ideas anymore.
Well, I don't like. Well, Chet Stedman went out there though. He gave it a shot.
And then his arm went out and he couldn't pitch anymore. And Cryptic Ninja got stuck in between the hotel doors. Daniel Stern was in that movie. He was the pitching coach, and they had adjacent doors, and somehow he got stuck in between 2 doors that would literally touch each other in a real hotel room.
Yeah,
and he gets like stuck in a position. I can't move. Cryptic.
What a good movie
The
that
Wet
was.
Bandits.
That's the one where like the second baseman was like, I'm fucking your mom now. Is that Rookie of the Year? Or is that another one? Was that another child baseball movie? What's the one where
the other one you're thinking of is Little Big League.
Little Big League, I'm fucking your mom. Yes.
The kid ends up owning the twins.
That's it.
Angels in the Outfield is also one, but that dad's just a regular dude, and they split up. And he's like, "We'll get back together when the Angels win the pennant." And he's like, "God, let the Angels win the pennant," and then they do. We had Angels in the Outfield. I want to say was first, and then Rookie of the Year, and then Little Big League. They all came out really close. I think actually, if we're gonna go to the genesis of that, spree of kid baseball movies, that The Sandlot was first.
Oh yeah.
So you had Major League, and let's do a kids baseball movie, and then you had The Sandlot, which was awesome. Love The Sandlot. And then from there, I think we got Angels in the Outfield, Little Big League, Rookie of the Year. We're all like right around each other.
Yeah, they got real like Angels in the Outfield. Like that's a sweet movie. You'll cry a little bit, you know. Danny Glover's in there, and the little black boy. You find out his backstory, and it's really sad, and you cry.
Christopher
and then
Lloyd
they were just,
plays
and
an
then
angel.
they got, and yeah, he does a really good job, and it was a really tender film. And then they're like, "All right, get Gary Busey. We got more baseball movies for kids.
Oh shit,
we'll make them cry."
I'm wrong. Wasn't it Mighty Ducks and then The Sandlot? The first Mighty Ducks was like 92. So I'm going to say Mighty Ducks.
Sandlot?
The Sandlot.
I know The Sandlot's not like 88, 89.
No, it's early 90s.
But it feels like 89. You know, it's got that retro feels.
You know why? Because it sort of has a Stand By Me time period, and Stand By Me's from the 80s. But I want to say it's 93, The Sandlot, for sure.
Let's find out for our listeners. Because
The Sandlot.
They're curious. Here we go, 93.
93. So I want to say Mighty Ducks. 1992. Okay. So we also got around 94, we got Little Giants with Rick Moranis, the football movie. Rick Moranis is
that was
the
awesome.
Giants coach, and Ed.
I love Icebox. Get him Icebox.
Ed O'Neill, right? Wasn't Ed O'Neill the other coach,
Ed
the Cowboys
O'Neill,
coach?
Yeah.
The Cowboys were the bad guy team. Weren't
I
they?
watch
Wasn't it the
all these
Cowboys?
movies. This is the perfect time of the year. It was the Cowboys. This is the perfect time of the year for those fucking movies too. This is great.
Just the run on kids sports movies in the mid-90s.
And then they fucking disappeared. When's the last time we had one of any note? Because I'm sure they exist.
That was like a kid-centered sports movie?
Sports movie. Like they went with the dogs. We have Air Bud left and right.
No,
and a dog's journey
That's like a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. That shit don't count.
That's true.
Kids sports movies. We haven't had... It was like a early 90s, mid-90s thing. Bend It Like Beckham, 2002. Does that count?
It doesn't.
Okay. Then the Space Jam count. I would say Space Jam doesn't count because we're talking about like kids are the athletes.
Where's their kid? Yeah, well, I don't see any kids in there.
Kids are the athletes. So I'm going to say no. I mean, The original is Bad News Bears. That's from the 70s.
Yeah.
The Big Green, 1995. It's a soccer movie with the catcher from The Sandlot.
I remember not renting that.
Like
I
Mike with
remember
Lil
that.
Bow Wow.
I also remember that.
That's 2002.
That was more of a vehicle for the bow. Instead, it wasn't really just a kid's sports movie because it's got to be an ensemble. It's got to be an ensemble.
What about MVP with the chimp that plays hockey?
Fuck, I was talking about.
I'm looking at the cover. It's the chimp that plays hockey. I don't know if he's on a youth team though. Yep. Story of Jack, a fun-loving, scene-stealing primate with a penchant for ice hockey.
Look at that.
That shit's real.
Yeah. If you type in MVP monkey
Okay. Oh my God, that's real.
with the 91% like this movie according to Google users, so that's good. I want to watch that just to see this frustrated chimp who's just like, I don't want to hold this stick anymore. Why are you making me do this? And the awkward cuts when it's just like leaving. It's like, oh, cut that. And next scene.
Doesn't it seem like the Mighty Ducks 3 was direct to video?
Yeah.
Can you even remember it?
Nope.
It wasn't. 22.9 million at the box office for Mighty Ducks 3.
That
Emilio
is not bad.
Estevez stars in that again. Jesus Christ. I've literally never even seen that. It's part of the Mighty Ducks trilogy. Now the first Mighty Ducks though, let's see what that made. I'm curious. What do you think the first Mighty Ducks movie made?
What year was it you said?
1992.
Opening box office or overall?
No, overall.
I'd say a nice 60.
Close, 50.7. $10 million budget.
Oh, that's why they were like, get those kids.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing too.
Like essentially, they are direct to video movies that went to the theaters. There's no special effects. They're just kids playing sports.
I want to write one. I want to bring it back. You have the funny fat kid. You have the awkward girl who's good.
Ernest dunks a basketball.
Fucking Ernest. The corpse of Ernest shows up.
What was it called? Ernest,
Ernest.
Or there was one where he plays basketball. Is there not?
Wasn't it a dunk? I thought, Ernest.
Slam dunk. Slam dunk Ernest.
Yeah, I knew
Ernest
it.
Ernest gonna dunk on you.
What you watching? Ernest gonna dunk on you. It's my favorite movie.
Yeah, Slam Dunk Ernest, 1995.
God, I haven't seen that. To be honest, I know there's like 12 Ernest movies. I've seen the Christmas one maybe once. Ernest Scared Stupid. I watch that shit yearly because it's awesome. And that's it.
I want to say I've maybe seen 4 of them. Oh, he died young. I knew he died, a while ago, but I didn't realize how young he was. That's so sad.
What was it? What was his
50.
age? 50.
Jesus Christ, I'm going to be 50 before I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. So,
how many of these?
He first
movies?
debuted as Ernest in 1980 in a commercial.
Yep, I remember that one.
No, you don't. You were born in fucking 1980.
No,
commercial. Yep, I remember it airing.
No, I remember that fact.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, yep, I was there. I remember.
Because I researched it, one night when I was just like, where did this guy come? Who are you? And then I found out, and apparently he hated playing Ernest. Like he hated it, but he was just he's so fucking good. He was like, fuck this shit.
That's crazy. He was like the Domino's Noid or whatever. What was that thing called? You remember that character with the ears? He was like, the California Raisins, Max Headroom. He's like one of those 80s staple.
Max who?
Headroom.
Max Redrum.
Headroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that makes more sense. I know what that word means.
I was like, oh, he's fancy.
See, I have a lot of people in my family that are borderline special needs, and I think nobody said it right as I was.
That's hilarious. So now
growing
it's just
up.
like my family fucked me again.
Yeah, a little
They
bit.
did it.
Yeah, I mean, they had me thinking Mr. Miyagi knew karate for like 15 years. Turns
Oh,
out, just an actor.
man?
Yeah.
So real quiz, we're a real quist. Oh
Real
boy,
twist.
oh,
Ernest scared
boy.
stupid.
Yeah, I just want to rattle these off, and just let me know if you've seen it. Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yes, my favorite, the best one.
That was the one that fucking started it all. I think it has the highest rating as well. Ernest Saves Christmas.
Is there more than one Ernest Christmas movie?
This is the only Christmas movie.
I've seen
that's
it.
the one.
I've seen it.
I also love this Wikipedia page because in parentheses next to the title, it has like villain information, like villains, Trantor, and other trolls. I'm like, well, that's awesome. Ernest Goes to Jail.
Yes, Electro Man. I am
Yeah.
Electro Man.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of that one too. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes.
Ernest Rides Again.
Wait, is he a biker in that one?
Let me click on it. The Revolutionary War cannon must protect it.
No.
Precious jewels hidden inside.
Nope.
No,
Didn't
I
see
don't
it.
think so.
I was thinking like this motorcycle based.
Ernest Goes to School. This is now we're in direct-to-video territory, by the way.
Not
So I
seen
don't
it.
think Ernest Rides Again did very well because now we're just on the VHS boxes. Slam Dunk Ernest.
No, I didn't see it.
Ernest Goes to Africa.
No.
Ernest in the Army.
Oh shit! What year? 98?
98.
No.
Ernest commits a hate crime.
Nope.
Oh, you didn't see that one? Okay.
Was Ernest in the Army the last one?
It was the last
He
one.
died in
That was
2000.
2000.
2000. I feel that's so sad. I'm sure he made a boatload of money, but like he hated doing it.
Mm-hmm. Didn't
And
really get a chance to spend that money.
it's all he did was play that character. He died so young.
Yeah,
It
I think he was a
breaks my heart.
smoker. I think that's what happened with him. Guys, all right.
And shit, what was the only? He was in the Beverly Hillbillies or something, wasn't he? It's the only other thing I can think of that he's in.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
You know what was awesome? In Ernest Goes to Jail, he plays two characters. He plays, and I'm sure he does in other movies too, right? But in this one, he plays Ernest, and then he plays this guy on death row, who's a bad guy, and he plays like this murderer.
Yeah, he gets to act a bit.
Yeah, but he plays a murderer.
Yeah,
in a
in his child's movie.
Yeah. And he doesn't die. He turns into this other character when they give him the chair.
Okay.
It's pretty. I think so. I'm pretty sure I got this right.
I want to watch this now.
Because Ernest goes to jail.
Excited.
He ends up going to jail because he looks just like this murderer guy.
Yeah.
I swear that is the case.
His Wikipedia picture. he's a good looking guy. I've heard women say this before, but Jesus Christ,
I've never heard a woman say that in my life, but I believe
I've heard
it
it on a couple. I've heard it on a couple podcasts, like when they watch these old bad movies and shit. And they're like, "He's hot. Look at this picture. Look at this greasy old fucking man in Discord.
He's hot.
Little curly.
Hot.
So Jim, let me ask you a question. MVP, most valuable primate. What could be better than that? What could be better than one MVP primate sport movie?
A sequel where he plays soccer?
A sequel where he plays basketball.
Oh my God.
That came out the following year.
Jesus Christ. That's like Air Bud. There's 15 Air Bud movies.
They're like, do it now before this talented dog dies. I want to train another one.
God.
Man,
Chimps.
oh man. So this
dangerous.
is, yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck around with that shit.
You remember that chimp of like 10 years ago bit that lady's face off?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
He just flipped that switch. And
Yeah.
that was it. All it takes.
It's got to be weird to be on a movie set like that with a chimp type animal or like a lion or something where there's somebody just there ready to kill that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if things get out of control, I'm just going to blow this fucking thing's head
Yeah.
off.
There's
It's not like
the
a
handlers.
dog or something, you know?
Yeah, like you have the handler. Like his one job isn't to control the animal; it's to make everyone think that he's controlling that animal.
Right.
Like,
No,
we're all fine.
I play with this polar bear all the time. I got the shotgun in my pants. MVP.
Well, now it's about that time where our buddy John can go away because I got to talk a little wrestling before we get out of
Ooh,
here.
Hit me with some wrestling.
They did that Super Showdown show in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. WWE. They keep going to Saudi Arabia because these fucking princes will pay outrageous money.
$2 billion. We're there. Women's
and they're
rights
just
be
like,
damned.
and they're just like, book Kamala. It's like, well, no, for many reasons.
Tell them it's Kamala.
Yeah. It's always like they want Triple H on these shows. They always want the old timers. I don't know if it's like space where like the fucking satellite feed's a little delayed or something, but they're a little bit behind is all. And like the marquee matchup,
4 years behind.
and the marquee matchup was Jesus Christ.
No. Let me guess. I think I know this. Was this like Goldberg and The Undertaker?
Goldberg and The Undertaker.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I didn't watch any of the show. I was working. But I've seen the streamables, and holy shit. This had to have been the biggest train wreck in wrestling history.
And I'm sure they didn't care.
I think probably not. It's like, yeah, the $2 million will make a lot easier on your fucking pride. But like there was a part where he does a jackhammer and he gets him up for a jackhammer. I'm so old and I can't do it. And he fucking gives him a brain buster of like a legitimate variety. Fucking Christ. And that wasn't even the worst one. The worst was a tombstone. Now, what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing that you could do on a tombstone?
Drop someone on their head and break their neck?
He drops him right on his head. Oh, no. And it does that thing. Remember the slow-mo footage of Owen Hart and Steve Austin?
Yes.
You see the neck crumple?
Yes.
You see that neck crumple? Yeah, that's what happens here. Somehow, I don't think the man has a broken neck. I haven't heard of anything. I would have heard about it by now. I don't know how he's alive. It was bad, and it was like that from the beginning because we all know Goldberg's intro, right, with the fucking security because he's such a tough guy. He needs security. I hate that fucking.
In the sparks.
But you know how like he's in his locker room and he bangs his head and then he comes out. You know, he's always
they do
banging his
from
head.
the backstage all the way up.
Yep.
He's security escort.
This motherfucker, Jim. And WWE asked him not to do it. He was told not to do it. Hey, just don't do this part. They knock on the door. Goldberg, match time. And you hear it. You hear the thud, headbutt. Boom, he headbutts the door. He opens the door, Jim. He walks out. This motherfucker's bleeding. He gave himself a concussion.
And then he took a tombstone.
Biggest train wreck in wrestling history.
Did the tombstone come after the jackhammer brainbuster?
Yes.
They're gonna kill each other, and the Saudi prince will be like, "Oh, that was entertaining."
Now I also got to see the finish of the match, which I don't know if it was an audible or if they were just trying to do some stuff because they kept fucking up.
Go
their
home,
moves.
boys. We're both gonna die.
But it was a choke slam. Undertaker wins choke slam, and it was very bad. Remember that time Taker gave Hulk Hogan a choke slam, and Hogan was like, "Nope," and he just like gets like 4 inches off the ground. It was like that. Here's the best part. Here's the fucking bow.
We're not there yet.
Gift. This was my favorite part. So worst choke slam in history. Taker gets on top of him. You know, like whatever. Fuck this shit. It's hot. It's supposed to be really hot there
Does he
too.
cross the arms?
No, I think he just like leaned on him. Like he's just like whatever. He just drapes over him, his upper body. Goldberg lifts his leg for Undertaker to like hook it, and Undertaker doesn't because he's just draped atop of him. And Goldberg just has his leg crooked up into the air for the whole count, and then puts it down.
Can't be real. He just points it up in the air.
Yeah, he just like he hooks his own leg.
You think they're trying to teach these Saudi princes a lesson?
Yeah, like stop it,
Stop.
please.
I would need. How much you think they got? Because like back in the
I
day,
think $2 million.
that's it. Goldberg
Maybe
and
more.
Undertaker got $2 million to
Okay.
die.
Maybe.
Like
I think that was the number I heard. I mean, who knows what's in the internet? But still,
I want to say, didn't Hogan
That was
like
a lot.
in the heyday at a WrestleMania, he'd get like $5 million for a match or something crazy, right?
that's true. Yeah, it's probably more. It's probably a lot more.
And this is Saudi
probably a
print.
lot
They're probably like, we'll give you $1 billion to come out here, because otherwise, why would you do it?
Yeah.
If it's just like a little bit more than you normally get, why would you do it? Unless they're getting that little now at live events.
I wonder how much Vince is getting, because you know, like obviously that's how it works. They cut a deal. You know, we'll give you $1 billion. We want all these things. So now it's Vince's job to book the talent, and he's not going to tell him how much he's working with.
Oh no, of course not. But I mean, if I'm Taker and Goldberg, I talk to the other guy, and I'm like, "Look, man, we're rusty. We're old. Let's go in there together. Let's say we need $5 million a piece."
I thought they could at least do a fucking walk and brawl. You know, take it outside, little table action, a couple
Yeah.
weapons, maybe some blood, hit the greatest hits. You know, and
Maybe part of it's pride. Maybe part of it's
because if
like
I'm
it's gonna be the last one. We're gonna go out guns blazing, and like shit, it almost was the last one for good.
Because if I'm those guys at that age, legends, you know, fuck it, let's be honest, they're legends, and you're still doing the occasional match because of money. All I'm doing is I'm lifting my weights, I'm doing my cardio, and I'm practicing these 5 moves that I'm known for. That's all I'm doing. Because when that bell rings, that's all I'm fucking doing. I'm not, and I don't even think he tried to walk the top rope anymore. I think he's retired that. Thank fucking Christ. You know how sad that would be if we had to watch that.
I've never had to see him botch it.
Yeah.
Like
We're
I've
blessed
seen it.
with
I've
that.
seen it like where he just takes a step. You know, like one.
Yeah,
step
because you
off
can
the
always
turnbuckle.
cut it short. Yeah, you can always cut it short if things start getting dicey.
But I've never seen him like slip and fall. That would just kill the whole thing for me.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying he's never done it. You know, he's done like 1 billion house shows. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
But I've never seen it.
Yeah. But the fact that like they botched all of their big moves, jackhammer botched, tombstone botched, chokeslam botched, and they tried to do this spot which I hate. It's where the Undertaker reverses a move into a tombstone. You know, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm going to get you up for a body slam, and Taker kind of slides off your shoulders. And he's like, but I still got you. Now I'm lifting you up for a tombstone. And it's like, you can't do that to a child, let alone Goldberg.
Now, is it?
And they tried that spot, and they both crumpled up to the side, and it was really awkward. Yeah.
I always
train wreck.
wondered with the tombstone, how much of it is the guy giving it, and how much is the guy receiving it responsible for the safety? You know, like you're also cinching up
Yeah, you
on
rap,
the guy
you know.
giving it, you know, to like hold yourself up.
Yeah, but you know, the guy giving it, like, it's your responsibility to like, I've got him at this level.
Yeah.
I can't let him get lower than this level.
Yeah, because he probably
that's
was
it.
lined up with the knees, you know, above the knees like he needs to be, and then slips down on the way down.
Yes. So he gets him on the tombstone. He's got his arms cinched. All right, here we go. And you know how like there's an up movement and then down? So he goes for the up movement, and he kind of fucking just loses him there. And then boom, now we're going down. And ooh.
And you can't do anything. You can't tuck. There's nothing. Now, I can't remember this now. Did Owen Hart do a regular
No, he did
tombstone,
the sit.
or was
He
it the
did the
sit
sit
down? It
out.
was the sit
Sit
down
down.
one, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
good. Googly.
Yeah.
You would almost think that might be a little safer though, because you got your butt going
Yeah.
down first, but whoops.
Yeah.
It looks nasty.
Because that's kind of how Rikishi, I think it was Rikishi, the professional wrestler Rikishi. He would do a similar move, but your head wouldn't even be close to touching the ground because he was such a
14
fat
inches
man.
from the mat when he sits
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, like if anything, like his junk took a lot of abuse because that's where your head would probably hit most
Usually
of the
his
time.
inner
His fucking
thighs.
pad, yeah.
His inner thighs had inner thighs.
So I want everyone to check out those streamables.
Yeah,
of
let's
Goldberg
find them.
Undertaker.
I gotta see these.
Fuck. Yeah, it is
Ooh,
hell of a
doggy.
thing. And my last little bit of wrestling news here is John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, is the IWGP IC champ.
Wow,
Isn't that neat?
that is neat.
He's already gone. He's in AEW. Now he's in New Japan winning titles. That's crazy.
Good for him. Good for him. Enjoy that
Crazy
shit. Next week, I got some. I'm going to talk about big announcement with Bold Hearts, the original band that I'm in, and our summer release. That there is a release date. This debut single comes out this summer. Exciting things coming up.
Save the date. So we'll have that next week. All right, plugs. You just did a pretty good plug right there. You can follow me on Instagram at Dale Zawada. Anything else, Jim?
You can follow me on Instagram at JamesJRMusic, and you can follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/JamesJRSongs, and also facebook.com/DadBodLive.
Dadbod Live. All right, that's going to do it. This was episode 75. Thanks for listening. I'm a Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm Electro Man.